back to the morning show. Hope you have a hot coffee and something to snack on. Big thanks to Middle Park Medical Center, keeping life grand right here in Grand County. State-of-the-art medical facilities. You don't need to go to Denver to get your treatments. We have lots of specialists coming through, so check them out at mpmc.org. I guarantee that, well, I can't guarantee, but they'll likely be able to service your needs of medically. So, next guest here, Larry Banman, worn a few hats with the Middle Park Fair and Rodeo, and you've been an events coordinator. Now you're one, I think, as you said, one of the many volunteers.
One of the army of volunteers that helps put this on.
Year after year, and it's a big year for you guys.
Yeah, it's a centennial year.
So that centennial, for those of us less sharp, is going to be the 100-year anniversary.
100 years. It actually started in 1912. Took a few years off. I believe it was World War I when they didn't have.
Right out the gate, they had to take a couple years off.
Yeah, they took a couple years off, but yeah, it's been running pretty much continuously, except for that small hiatus there. And we're celebrating the centennial this year.
So, I mean, there's a lot of fun things going on this year. One is, we'll just get right to it, is there is no cost to attend the Middle Park Fair and Rodeo this year.
Yeah, that's thanks to the Grand Foundation. They named us the secondary beneficiary of their Grand Gala fundraiser, and we had about 25 volunteers and superintendents from the fair help out with that fundraiser, and thanks to that generosity and that hard work, the Fair Board decided not to charge any admission at all, so every day is free.
And quick plug for the Grand Foundation. We just had them on the show recently, and they do wonderful things for our community, and so neat to see them involved. So
they also recognize the importance of that centennial, and we're very appreciative and thankful to them for their generosity.
So we have a small rural county, and this is one of the longer standing fair and rodeos that goes on in.
It's amazing, and it runs almost entirely by volunteers. I mean, you mentioned I worked as an event coordinator for about a year and a half, but every year it happens, 50, 70 people get together and make all the animal shows happen, and we get entertainers in. The rodeo happens, we have ranch rodeos, a lot of new things this year that people will find exciting that can't wait to see happen.
Well, let's touch on them a little bit. This will all be taking place in Kremling.
Correct.
I guess throughout the town of Kremling, but most importantly at the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds. We are going to kind of kick things off on Friday. At high noon, we're going to start a cattle drive on the west end of town and drive the cattle up to the fairgrounds.
So this will be like our own version of running of the cows. So if those of us not brave enough to go to Spain can go to Kremling on the 11th. Is it the 11th? Or whichever.
That would be Friday. It would be the 12th.
The 12th. Friday the 12th. We can go to Kremling and run with the cows if we really feel so inclined.
If you
all
feel
liabilities off.
You're on your own.
Yeah. But don't worry, Larry will save you if you run into trouble.
And we'll have people who know how to ride horses will be guiding these cattle down Main Street.
This is a real cattle drive. This isn't just 8 cows going eating grass down the middle of the road.
No, this reenacts the Wild West at its best.
How cool. And Kremling is, for those that don't know, Kremling is just such a cool community out there. It's got kind of a more ranch feel and a western feel to it.
Yeah.
And this is a great annual event that they do.
Yep. So we'll start with that. We'll bring them up to the fairgrounds. I did want to mention those people who, the livestock shows, that's kind of the main thing happening on Thursday. And this year they're going to do something different. They're going to crown all the livestock champions. I believe it's at 5 o'clock, so you'll get to see all the champions.
Right out the gate.
Yeah, right out the gate. And for some people, that's a big part of the day. But yeah, really.
The livestock is presented by who's showing the livestock?
The 4-H'ers and 4-H kids.
All the local 4-H kids coming out with, I'm guessing, hogs.
Yeah, there's swine, beef, sheep. We have alpacas, goats.
Oh, so we get a little more exotic too.
Yeah, and the rabbits and poultry. So yeah, we have the gamut.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so they're all crowned day one.
Yeah, day one, and then after the running of the cows down Main Street of Kremling, that night will be the junior livestock sale. And after that sale, there'll be a community dance, again free. People are more than welcome to come to that dance and enjoy some local music and kind of let their hair down a little bit.
Yeah. How great. Then we have, of course, on Sunday is going to be the big...
Sunday's the big, the CPRA rodeo, and that's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
There will be mutton busting?
I'm sure there'll be mutton busting.
My favorite event at every rodeo is watching kids trying to bounce around on sheep.
Yep, and then we'll crown the new, the 2017 Middle Park Fair and Rodeo Queen at the rodeo.
So this is all coming up in August, kind of good cap to the summer, and then soon after that, school's back in session, and back we are with life.
It's our the last fling before summer.
So you're going to crown the Queen at the fair.
Uh-huh.
How many contestants do we have?
I believe there's 5.
There's usually
But
5 contestants?
I think there are signups 4 or 5. But yeah, and that kind of contest runs throughout the week. There's a pageant, there's interviews, there's...
They're a big part of the volunteer effort, is that right? That
Yes.
Throughout the year, that's a big part of them
Yeah,
becoming queens.
they're kind of our main publicity arm. And in fact, they're probably out today promoting the Middle Park Fair and Rodeo, this year's current royalty. But yeah, that's it's not just a one-time, it's not a celebrity thing. It's you sign on for to help promote the fair throughout the whole year. And
yeah, all hands on deck because you need everyone. I mean, all the...
Yep, and people come together. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's a wonderful community event. And Kremling is, you know, just to spin off on Kremling a little bit, they have a lot of fun, great things to do out there. There's fishing, there's a lot of great dirt trails and biking and hiking and a lot of the things we do on this end of the county as well.
Yeah, we used to call it Sportsman's Paradise. Has been our handle over the years, but boy, yeah, there's a variety of things to do.
Colorado River.
Yep.
Right nearby. And
Colorado River Blue, the Muddy Creek, the Mount Wolford. I mean, reservoirs nearby. If you're bored, it's your own fault.
Yeah, it's a mountain gem.
It's a mountain gem.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll chat a little more about Kremling and the upcoming Middle Park Fair and Rodeo
Sounds
on
good.
August 11th through 14th. You got a website?
middleparkfairandrodeo.com, spell out the "and," and and they're doing a great job of keeping that updated. And the schedule's on there and all the events, people to contact if you want to enter any of the cooking contests or the exhibit hall. So
tasty. All right, well, we're going to take a
place to
break. We'll be back right here with Larry Banman. And of course, I guess we'll talk a little more about the Demolition Derby that goes on a different weekend. We'll be back right here on Channel 18. See you shortly.
Go on a paycheck.